Good afternoon and welcome. Before we begin, I just want to say how grateful I am that you've taken time to join us today. This isn't a public event. It's for our Heart Wealth clients, our families, and our friends. And it's always a privilege to speak with you. Our goal today is simple: to help ensure the wealth you've built continues to benefit your family, not create stress, conflict, or confusion. Why this conversation matters. Research from the Williams Group found that 2/3 of families lose both their wealth and family harmony by the second generation. That's not because of bad investments. It's because of breakdowns in communication, planning, and structure. The good news? We can change that. Raymond James recently surveyed investors about their goals and challenges when planning for the future of their wealth. The results revealed 4 key factors that make all the difference. The first is communication, the second, philanthropy, the third, taxes, and the fourth, building the right professional team. Let's explore each and how we can help.
The first one is communication. The number one ingredient in every successful family wealth plan is communication. Families that talk about money early and often build understanding and trust. Too often I've seen parents keep their plans private to protect the kids, only to leave behind confusion and resentment. Compare that to one of our clients who started holding informal family meetings every year, not really to share the numbers, but to share values. They talked about why charitable giving mattered to them and how they made some of those important decisions. When the time came to transition the leadership, everything went much more smoothly because everyone already understood the why. You can start small. You can discuss annual donations, family values, or the kind of legacy you hope to leave. Over time, these conversations become natural and incredibly powerful. You agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Near the top of most investors' priorities is creating harmony among their heirs, the kind that only comes from open, honest communication. I'll never forget a client of ours, a woman who's now in her 80s, who still tears up when she talks about her father's estate. When he passed, he left most of his wealth to her brother and only a small portion to her. In my opinion, it wasn't because he didn't love her. It was because her brother needed the money and she didn't. But because they never had that conversation, what could have been an act of caring ended up feeling like rejection.
And that's just a lack of communication and clarity.
And it's heartache that could have been entirely avoided through open dialogue.
Absolutely. Even if those conversations feel difficult, which they probably will, it can make a world of difference to include also a letter of wishes alongside your will. That's a personal note that explains the reasoning behind your decisions and expresses your love and intentions. It provides that context and the comfort and clarity for your family at a time when they'll need it the most. Remember, they're grieving. Communication also means transparency. It's not always comfortable to talk openly about your plans, but preparing your heirs helps prevent those kind of misunderstandings or surprises down the road.
That's so true. And it's easy. Just start small, be consistent, and look for guidance from professionals, resources, conversations like this one.
We're happy to take the blame for getting these conversations going.
So true.
The second one is the topic is of philanthropy. And that's our second pillar, using your wealth to help to do good and to pass down some of your values.
Ask yourself, what positive impact do you want your wealth to have in the decades to come? What beliefs matter the most to you? What causes are you passionate about?
Many of our clients want their wealth to support the causes and communities they care deeply about. For some, that means creating a donor-advised fund or making charitable gifts of appreciated stock, or it could be even life insurance. And for others, it's simpler. One of our clients created a small family philanthropy board. Every Christmas, each grandchild chooses a charity to support. It's become one of their favorite traditions, and it's teaching generosity that will outlive them all.
Philanthropy isn't about writing checks. It's about passing down your purpose. It's also about more than assets. Families tell us that sharing the values behind an inheritance and the stories that shaped those values means as much as the gift itself. There are many vehicles to make giving both efficient and meaningful. These include things like estate freezes that can lock in today's value and pass future growth to the next generation at reduced tax costs. Life insurance strategies can fund tax liabilities, equalize estates among children, or enhance charitable giving through corporately owned policies.
So many tools in the toolkit. There's also family trusts. They can provide income splitting opportunities, asset protection, and succession planning. And donor-advised funds offer immediate tax receipts with flexibility in how and when you give, often with family involvement in those decisions.
The next big pillar is taxes. It's also about the structure. Tax-efficient planning isn't just about saving money. It's about ensuring your intentions are carried out effectively. Estate freezes and family trusts can help business owners pass future growth to their children while maintaining control and minimizing tax burdens.
But the sooner some of these plans start, the better.
Oh, absolutely. Here's one area people often overlook. When someone passes away without a surviving spouse, their registered retirement income fund, or RRIF, is fully taxable in that year. In British Columbia, that can mean roughly 53.5% of the RRIF's value goes to the Canada Revenue Agency.
I would agree. I don't think that's the beneficiary of choice for most people, April. And that's a nasty surprise for many people.
Oh, so true.
So if there's a cause that you actually care about, one powerful strategy is to name a charity as the beneficiary of a portion of your RRIF, maybe even 25 or 30%. And that charitable tax credit from that gift can then help offset much of the tax that otherwise would be owed, which is then you redirecting the dollars that would have gone to CRA into a cause that you believe in.
Wow, that's smart planning.
And that still leaves the balance for your family or your heirs. It's kind of an elegant way to honor your values and protect your legacy.
Wow. Segregated funds can also be a powerful tool. They can bypass probate, offer creditor protection, and perhaps most importantly, provide structured income for beneficiaries rather than a lump sum inheritance. It's a much easier way to set up versus a trust. And it's increasingly relevant today. Many parents and grandparents worry about leaving a large inheritance to loved ones who might not be ready or who may be vulnerable, struggling, or even battling addiction. Segregated fund annuity settlement options can provide those heirs with a guaranteed, reliable income for life, preserving their dignity and stability while protecting your wishes. It's not about control. It's about careful stewardship and caring.
And it also gives people peace of mind that they know that those individuals are going to be cared for. Another tool in the toolkit is an individual pension plan, or an IPP. For incorporated professionals, IPPs can provide significantly higher retirement savings room than RRSPs, predictable income, and a strong creditor protection. The key takeaway? Think beyond tax day. Start now. Get to know your options. And
bring in the professionals.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they will help ensure every piece fits seamlessly.
And that's your lawyer, your tax accountant, your financial advisor.
Hey, and it looks like you know what's coming up next. That's the fourth pillar, bringing in a professional team. There are so many elements to a successful plan, and some are really complex. Having the right group of trusted professionals to support and customize your plan to make your intentions come true is vital. It starts with having a chat with your financial advisor, ideally us, and families who work with advisors are far more likely to have documented intergenerational wealth plans, and they're more confident those plans will succeed.
We want you to know that we don't know all the little things in your family, so you need to bring them to our attention if they're keeping you awake at night. At Heart Wealth Management, our role is to quarterback that team and ensuring that your financial, tax, and legal and estate planning fit perfectly, and transition and use those technical tools where we need to.
So true. We've helped all kinds of people with this, whether it's helping bring their children or their family up from the US, physicians nearing retirement, restructuring their professional corporations, using estate freezes and creating tax-efficient income streams after retirement, blended families, designing life insurance strategies that equalize their estate fairly, removing years of potential tension before it even began.
So many tools in the toolkit.
Yeah.
Each one of these families took time to plan before life forced the issue. Doing these plans should not be happening in crisis moments. You want to start doing this strategically.
And you want a team you can trust, one that provides sophisticated strategies and tailors advice to your specific needs, your goals, and your situation. People that can think creatively and manage things like, what if you have art, real estate, or collectibles? They often require specialized expertise. And remember, you hold the reins. Your team is to guide and empower you, but your goals remain at the heart of every decision.
So where we can add some value in this whole conversation is we go beyond just traditional portfolios. We can add value through multi-dimensional planning. A lot of these strategies are complicated and there is no one size fits all. Segregated funds and insurance strategies can give predictable, tax-efficient inheritances. Corporate planning to transition family and businesses smoothly.
Individual pension plans and retirement income strategies for incorporated professionals, and philanthropic structures from donor-advised funds to insurance-based gifts to build a lasting legacy.
Cross-border coordination for clients with U.S. property, citizenship, or beneficiaries. Our clients often say, "We didn't know what we didn't know." And that's where we shine, identifying unseen opportunities and risks before they become big problems.
In closing, we know you've worked hard to build your wealth, and that legacy is worth protecting. These conversations that Pam and I have discussed with you today about communication, philanthropy, tax strategy, and teamwork are the bridge between financial success and generational legacies.
Your wealth is not just about the numbers. It's about the love, the values, and the wisdom you want to pass on. At Heart Wealth Management Group, we're here to help you protect it, grow it, and guide it with intention.
So as you think about your family, ask yourself, what do I want my wealth to say about me? Who do I want it to help?
And when do I want to help them too? And how do I make sure that it lasts for generations, especially if you have some of those tricky situations that we mentioned earlier?
And that's where we come in.
Our team.
We can get out.